upcoming internet companies, and the company today we are talking about, Krishna, is Unboxed. Now, it makes product discovery software to really help e-commerce companies boost sales. To understand more about the company, we have its co-founder and CEO Pawan Sudur joining us on the show. They also raised a Series B round of funding recently, so certainly no reason to worry as far as operations are concerned. Pawan, thank you so much for talking to us. Product discovery software for e-commerce sales sounds pretty fancy, but help us understand in simple terms, what problem you're solving, what you're doing.
Yeah, so at Unboxed, we basically help online retailers get more efficient and increase their top line revenues by increasing their conversions, really. Think of us like a Google for individual e-commerce sites. We help their visitors find what they're looking for by helping them find the right set of products when they search on individual e-commerce sites powered by us, or when they browse for products going through various categories and subcategories on those different pages. Essentially, we understand what visitors are looking for, understand their intent, get the context right, and show the right products to each individual visitor coming onto the site. And our platform basically is something that can be plugged into e-commerce sites and apps, and we power them with this technology essentially there on the site.
All right, Pawan, this is Krishna coming to you from ET Now's Mumbai studios. Help us understand, the market potential of this particular space. How big is this market, and how fast do you expect to grow going forward?
So the market is extremely huge. E-commerce, as you know, is the fastest growing sector in globally itself. Even in the US, that's the fastest growing space across industries. And the global market for e-commerce is massive. For us as a service, search, navigation, and recommendations, it's easily a $15 to $20 billion global market. We are focused on US and India, and extended India into Asia Pacific as well. But primarily US, which has 80% of our revenues coming in, and there the market is anywhere between $8 to $10 billion. Outside of Amazon, which Amazon roughly has around 22% share in the market, there are top 5,000 retailers who've gone online, and these are the ones that we are targeting and really seeing the maximum growth coming from there.
Pawan, you mentioned 80% of your revenues currently come from North America. It's clearly a huge market. Do you expect that trend to change in future? Because, data is king, wherever you have an e-commerce or a marketplace. So, will the geography mix change for you going forward? What trends are you seeing there?
Absolutely, we are open to other geographies as well. We've got customers in Eastern Europe, we've got customers in the UK, we've got customers in Australia. If we map out the geographies that we have customers in, we've covered almost 40 countries there. But our focus for the next 12 months, or rather 18 months, is going to be the US, where we're seeing a stupendous amount of growth coming in, and the product market fit. The US is a very unique market, like any other market. Multiple devices, omni-channel, large number of offline retailers, all of those things clubbed together. Our product has seen the maximum product market fit there, and we've put together a sales and marketing engine that can attack that market and essentially be the weapon of choice for most online retailers who are competing against Amazon. That's basically where we are seeing this. That's our sweet spot, basically.
Pawan, I wanted to understand, what your revenue model is. It like? Tell us, is it on a pay-per-use basis?
So when our software is plugged into the e-commerce site, we are a cloud-based service. So it's basically based on usage of our product. So when someone says usage, it means the amount of traffic that is coming in onto that e-commerce site determines how much they use our sites to help their visitors find what they're looking for. So that essentially is a business model. So if we have somebody with 100,000 visitors coming in and they interact on the site using search and navigation, then we bill them for those 100,000 visitors for that e-commerce site. That's the business model, basically.
All right, Pawan, I have one last thing to ask you before we let you go. Tell us, what potential do you see for your product here in India, since e-commerce is a fast-growing market over here? Any specific challenges you face here vis-a-vis developed markets like North America?
Right. So the market, I think, for India, I mean, it's growing at a scorching pace. As large as the long tail is now developing very well as well. Everybody's aware. One key thing which differentiates India is about mobile, and this is a story along with the rest of Asia as well. And in the US, it's about multiple devices. Everybody has more than 3 devices where they browse and interact from. And then there is this angle of traditional retail, which is a $5 trillion market in the US, which is non-existent. We've skipped that, sort of generation altogether. And coming to the other question, which is around what do we see as a scope? See, in India, we think that this is easily a $100 million market, and the US, like I said, is an $8 to $10 billion market right now. However, India is growing fast, but so is the US. US is growing at 10 to 12% overall. It's the only sector which is growing in 2 digits in the US.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.